on July 10th, 2002. I gave birth to a beautiful 6-pound, 14-ounce, healthy baby girl. Shortly, 2 months after, she began running a fever. I took her to Regional Medical Center to the emergency room. She had a fever of 104.5. They did tests on her, kept us in the hospital. We stayed there for 5 days. They couldn't tell me anything wrong. They did spinal taps, all kind of tests. They don't know why she had the fever. After they got the fever broke and it stayed down, we got to go home. She did great for 5 years. 2007, February, she came in contact with a disease called Kawasaki. Not sure if any of you guys have ever heard of it. It's a foreigner disease. It's very rare. And Americans, 1 out of every 10,000 Americans come in contact with this disease. What this disease does, it makes you run high fevers, makes you break out with blisters on your hands, in your feet, in your mouth, cause your eyes to be bloodshot red, and cause heart failure. We was in the hospital for 7 days. They had to give her a blood transfusion. She got well after that. A year later, she came in contact with a disease called mono, which is the kissing disease. Quite sure several of you guys have heard of that. She went to the hospital in Anderson a couple times. They couldn't tell me anything was wrong, which it all started with a fever, how most of her illness started. After going back and forth to regional hospital about 3 or 4 times, they couldn't tell me anything. I decided to take her to Children's Hospital in Birmingham. Took her to Children's Hospital in Birmingham. I think they only drew blood from her. After they drew the blood from her, they came back, gave us the results. She had mono. She had mono. It kept her out of school for about 2 weeks. Only thing she would do was lay around and sleep. Whole body was broke out with bumps, like chill bumps all over your body. So the lesson I learned were I need to get closer with God because He's trying to tell me something. So me and my daughter, we joined the church. We've been going back and forth to church ever since 2008 on a regular basis. Got closer with God. I learned how to pray. I learned to talk to God. I learned how to communicate with Him. Because without God, nothing's possible. The lesson I learned were get closer with Him and everything will be alright.